This is the Padua Podcast Network.
Running a Fever, episode 349.
Shattering the Yo-Yo.
New experiences. Previously on Running a Fever.
It was the first demolition derby that I had ever attended, and a new experience for me. But I was shocked at how I reacted once the action started. You know that when there's a wreck, people get really excited and start cheering and stuff, which on its face doesn't make a lot of sense, but and it's survival of the fittest. The survivors win. Reaction that I had, which was just instinctive, was laughter. The crowd erupted in glee. Why do all these people come to watch cars crash into each other? Well, I know why they come, the same reason I came. It was a ball, it was a blast. It was the most fun I'd had in a while. So out of nowhere came all these robots with little brooms and dustpans and mops and stuff, cleaning up automatically all this mess on the floor. And he said, when I break something, what an amazing display of life ensues. Nobody ever says, inspire your frustrations. Express your frustrations. And I think that's what we're doing. I think that's basically it. We have been given license to celebrate destruction. It's always funnier to talk about something that's uncomfortable. People really want to laugh about it. So there you go, folks. Philosophy of Destruction 101. Thus endeth the demolition department and philosophy department for today.
Welcome to Running a Fever. My name is Michael Davis, and this is a podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life, right up to the very end. I love my life enough to make it last as long as possible. If you feel the same way, you're in the right place. Back in the old days, I took one night and had a unique experience. I went to the demolition derby, which comes to my town every spring and fall. I'd never experienced anything like it and haven't since. For some reason, I haven't been back to another one, though it was a lot of fun. I do spend a lot of time doing things that are familiar to me. The type of exercise I do, the foods that I prepare and eat, and many, many more. When I go somewhere I've been before, I tend to take the same route every time. Sometimes it's because it feels good, like all the vacations I've spent at Mount Nebo State Park, where I went just recently for the 5th time. Sometimes it's because I don't have to think about it, and that's what I'm here to talk about today. Recently, a friend of mine said he was trying to avoid traffic as he was going to work and decided to take a different route. And instead of the lights and gas stations and bus stops and schools and shopping centers he usually sees on his way to his place of employment, he saw a back road that had a 1-lane bridge on it. He seemed to think that was a pleasant experience. And it probably didn't take much more time, if any, than his normal route with all the city traffic associated with that. Doing things a little differently, going for new experiences, is good for our brains, which are like muscles, after all. The more different things we experience, the better we think. That's why they say variety is the spice of life, and a change is as good as a rest, and all of those sayings. The trip to the demolition derby was something different for me, and it did me good. I wonder what else I can do to put variety in my life, and what changes can add spice to it. I look forward to finding out. If you have some experiences you'd like to share, please enter them in the comments to this episode on YouTube or on the blog post at runningafever.com/349. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, if you've got the fever, keep it burning. and if not, catch the fever. And I'll talk to you next time on Running a Fever.